What's up, everybody? We're here at Waterford to watch the Cadets play on the Wildcats. Really rowdy crowd. We're here to find the fan of the week, and it is our game of the week, so it's going to be a good one. Stick around to see how it all turns out. Gridiron Glory starts right now. Here we go. Friday the 13th and week 3, where we start to see some separation between the teams. We had reporters all across Southeastern Ohio at games tonight. New Lexington and head coach Kevin Board and the boys look to stay undefeated. Coulter Cleveland and Meigs try to get things going at Warren. The Chillicothe Cavaliers went to Watkins Memorial to run away with a W and show the FAC that they are for real this season. And our game of the week, Fort Fry at Waterford. Stay tuned. We'll let you know how the games went and who the fan of the week is this week. Let's kick things off with the exciting play of the MVL tonight. The Morgan Raiders went to New Lexington to declaw the Panthers, and well, this one escalated quickly. MVL lead reporter Paul Roth joins me, and Paul, there is no other way to put this. New Lex started off hot.
Oh, for sure, Joseph. I mean, this team was stellar tonight. This game was chock full of great plays right from the beginning. And after blanking West Museum 62-0 last week, I'm sure some of the heat carried over for New Lexington, creating a tall task for Morgan right from the beginning. Now to the field we go. The Panthers sprinting out onto the field, and they would never slow down. Opening drive, and they give it off to Christian Vance, who makes a couple of quick cuts and finds the end zone untouched. New Lex up 8-0 after the conversion. Now next drive for the Panthers, and it's going to be Vance again. Counter to the left, and he's off to the races, up the sideline, and just one man to beat, but the safety knocks him out inside the 5. And why not give it to him again? Vance takes it between the tackles, and it's already 15-0 just minutes into this one. And my dad always said, if it ain't broke, then don't fix it. And giving it to number 21, yeah, it works. Vance finds the end zone again for his 3rd score, and it's still just the first quarter. And that's going to make it 21-0 Panthers. Now first play after the kickoff for Morgan, but this drive won't last long. Logan Ratliff goes up and comes down with the pick, and he's looking for more. Weaving in and out of the defense before he makes his way across the field and up the sideline, and this one's going for 6. 28 for the Panthers, and the things are starting to get out of hand. Well, you saw he can play defense, but 16 can sling it too. He drops back and finds Tatum Toth over the middle. A beautiful pass and a heck of a grab. And then once more for good measure, Ratliff takes the keeper and fights his way in, as this one was all New Lex, 63-0 Panthers.
Wow, so the Panthers really pounced on the Raiders early.
Yeah, this team wasn't messing around, Joe. New head coach Kevin Board has these guys rocking early in the season. They're 3-0 on the year and have outscored their opponents 173 to just 6, including 2 shutouts. And obviously, we got to talk about this man right here first. Christian Vance was an absolute dog out there tonight. He had a trio of touchdowns less than 7 minutes into the game, and he had his boy Clayton Hinkle hyping him up after the 3rd one, too. I caught that, big fella. Now, Vance had just 14 carries, and he got the most out of every single one of them. 192 yards. That's over 13 yards per carry.
Sheesh. Hey, and Coach Board, well, he'll tell you none of that is without the line.
Well, Joe, if they keep blocking for him like this, then this guy is my early pick for Gridiron Player of the Year. Heck, he even was flying around on defense, picking up a huge sack for a loss of 15.
Now, another guy who's been at the front of this team's success is Logan Ratliff.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the quarterback is huge for any team's success, but what I saw from this guy that really moved the needle was his play on the defensive side of the ball. You already saw the pick 6 in the highlights, but we had another one. He had another one as well. This guy is the true definition of a two-way player. He's not just out there to fill a position. He's going to make the opposing quarterback fear him as well. And then, of course, he had a great game offensively, too. 10 of 15, just short of 150 yards passing, and then a score through the air as well as another one on the ground. And if these two can keep playing at this high of a level, sky's the limit for this Panther squad.
Yeah, Ratliff has made huge improvements from last year. Well, clearly, New Lexington has a lot going for them in such a young season so far.
Oh, for sure. But real quick on the Raiders, tonight was a tough one for them. But like you just said, the season's still young, and they have a chance to turn it around.
Yeah, all right, Paul. Well, thanks for the great work tonight, man. We really appreciate it. Gridiron Glory is a lot more than just football. There are stories that happen around our coverage area that need to be shared. Alexander Spartans have been affected off the football field in a way that has reached the entire community. TVC Ohio reporter Ethan Sands was at Alexander this past week to get the inside scoop.
Cheerleaders are an integral part of football. Without them, the football team doesn't prepare and win the same. But when one goes down, the whole team and the whole community feels it. Brianna Wallace has been diagnosed with a form of cancer, and I was here to talk to Coach McKinley and some of her girls about how they have been impacted.
She was diagnosed on August 15th of this year with Hodgkin's lymphoma. It really took your breath away. She's like one of my own, so it was very hard. And her mother and I are very close, and I also coach with her. She's actually our head coach, and we've been doing this together for, I think this is like our 8th year all together and coaching together with the school cheer. It's wonderful to be part of a small town. Everybody has came in with so much love and support, from everybody turning porch lights purple to reaching out to help out with what can we do to help, dinners, gas cards, you name it, anything we've needed to give to the family they've had, the support from it. We're also doing, Holly Robinson and I are putting on a 5K at the school on October 6th. That all the proceeds will go to the Wallace family to help with expenses. It's definitely a loss to us. I mean, she's a great little cheerleader, but we'll keep going and keep doing it for her and her mom. I love her. I love you. Keep fighting, and she'll kick cancer's butt. We know that. She is a very determined and courageous little girl.
Well, it's my senior year, and like I've cheered with her from 8th grade on, so it's definitely different. But I mean, it's just kind of like my senior year is dedicated to her. She's been my best friend since day one, and just having your best friend by your side is the best thing in the world. Everything I do and everything that the team does is for her. Just having people from other schools come to me and other like communities around, and just the entire community coming together is insane.
Love you, Bree.
That story hits hard, as almost every family has been impacted by cancer in some form or another. Brianna, from all the Gridiron Glory staff, we want to say that we stand behind you in your fight, and like your coach and teammates have said, we know you'll fight through this and come out even stronger. The Meigs Marauders went to Warren High School tonight and tried to get their second win of the year. It's been a rough start to say the least, but it is early on. TVC Ohio reporter Ethan Sands joins me here in the film room. And Ethan, what happened, man? Meigs just can't seem to get the ball rolling early on.
Well, first of all, Joseph, you already know what we do in Pomeroy. We get it popping. And, yeah, no, seriously, it just seems like the offense hasn't found its key weapons to get them the ball. But you got to give credit where credit is due. And the Warriors would not be denied in tonight's matchup. The fans this year have been electric, and the Warriors section was no exception. But Landon Aker quiets them down early, as on the opening kickoff, he takes it up the right sideline and rumbles his way into the end zone to put the Marauders up 7-0. Then the Warriors, well, they went to battle. Kurt Taylor connects with Evan Gandy, and Gandy pushes his way past the first down marker. Taylor fakes out the camera, and then the Marauder defense hits Brandon Simonetti in stride, and he made one miss, and it was daylight from there the rest of the way. Coder Cleveland was hungry to get back into this one, but Evan Gandy goes up with the interception. David Berger wasn't very happy with this, and he unleashed the hammer on Simonetti. Then another play action pass from Taylor to Gandy, and he barely gets tackled by a shoestring catch and is wrapped up with the hit. And then we switch to the ground game. John Shoup takes it to the left and shrugs off the defender and soars his way into the end zone. Abe Lundy is a big boy, and he then pushes off a defender and makes his way into the end zone. Look at that man chug. Man, this coach, this man might need a breather, but the Warriors are on the attack, so there's no time for that. Joe Chevalier jukes right, leaving his defender in the dust, just like the Warren offense left Meigs in the rear view mirror tonight, with a final score of 66-28.
The offense must have been doing something right if they put up over 50 points, though.
I mean, that's true, but it took a lot to get there. And the defenses started putting up a resistance on the side of the ball, but the rust didn't stay on forever. The first half was an offensive explosion for both sides. Yes, clearly with Warren holding a 46-21 lead, they took the second quarter by the throat. The first quarter was where things were looking close. 14-13 was a score after one, and that's just because both defenses weren't making any stops. They went back and forth. So Ethan,
What changed that allowed the Warriors to play, their way, to pull away like that at the end?
Well, Joe, they kind of just figured out the game plan, finding mismatches and using their key players like Brandon Simonetti and John Shoup when they needed key gains. It's also good when you get some extra breaks from the defense, and that's very true. When I say these defense were doing their jobs, that story continued for Mex. On open field tackles, they missed wrap-ups or leaved open coverages, especially in the flat. It seemed like big plays came after the first tackler was made missed.
That's the saying, though. Make the first man miss and good things happen.
Well, they wouldn't really miss. They'd get hit and just keep going through the defender. The Marauders did lay some nasty blows, but that was countered by the yards they gave up trying to lay the big hit.
So you're saying that they should have done the conservative tackle instead of just trying to go for that Madden hit stick.
Exactly, Joseph.
Well, that just makes of me playing. That reminds me, of playing Madden, like I just said, but it's only the third week of action, so a lot of growth still to be had.
Well, Joseph, the changes and improvements can be made in the headset and on the field. These teams are a sport that there's no I in team.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself, Ethan. Thanks, man. And look at this, former Gridiron Glory host Justin Holbrook showing appreciation for the show and our huddle before our shows. We've been doing this for years now, and what we do is we all get together in a circle, and one person has to dance and show off the moves. Justin, we love that you remember the huddle, and we had to bring out the KD Shuffle for you tonight. Thanks for the tweet, my guy, and hope everything is going well down in Georgia. Now, this new segment we are about to do is one of my favorite segments that we've been able to incorporate for the last couple of years. It's fun, of course, but it's also a guessing game. TVC Hocking reporter Zach Paquette joins me in the center of Studio A. And Paquette, tell the people what we're about to do.
Joe, for almost 3 weeks now, we've seen some hard tackles and some guys getting juked out on defense. I'm going to show you 3 clips, and your job is to guess whether we will see a hard hit from the defender or some defender getting their ankles broken. Are you ready?
Oh yeah, let's get right to it.
And we are going to kick things off with some week 1 action. Belpre and Fort Fry. Fort Fry with the ball here. Ethan Joyce is going to roll out and try to find Zane Wallace. Joe, hit or miss?
That's a hit. That's a hit. He's opening.
Well, Logan Adams delivers the crushing hit. All right, Joe, you're 1 for 1. Let's move on to the next clip.
Let's go.
Staying to week 1, we move to Jackson and Wellston. 106th and final meeting between these teams. Jaden Spires with the ball here. He's going to take the handoff and cut back. Now, right here, Joe, hit or miss?
I think that's a miss.
Oh, good guess. Spires stiff arms the defender and takes the carry to the house on the long touchdown run for Jackson. The Ironmen would win that one 23-6. Joe, you're 2 for 2. You got 1 video left. Okay. Let's end on a good one. Let's go to week 2. Crooksville hosting Philo. Philo quarterback Hunter Adolph is going to take the carry here and go up the far sideline. Joe, right here, hit or miss?
Looks like it got a good angle. That's a hit.
Oh, Joe, he's going to make a few guys miss and tiptoe his way 46 yards to the end zone. You went 2 for 3. That's not bad, but I have one more bonus clip here for you, Joe. This segment is called Hit or Miss. I didn't want to leave this one out. This is from last year with our host, Blake Baker. He's going to take the in route. Hit or miss?
That's a hit. Blake runs right over him.
Yep, you caught it just right. Yeah. But, hey, it's all in good spirit. He helps the guy up. He's all smiles here. I think we get a shot of it right here. Yep, right there. All smiles. Joe, you went 2 for 3. Not bad. But, yeah.
I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it. I really want to go for 3 for 3. 2 for 3 will do. Thanks, Paquette.
Yep.
To stay up to date with everything we are doing here, go to woub.org/gridiron for more in-depth breakdowns of the game. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and add us on Snapchat. Follow me at GGHostJoseph for some fun tweets and football talk. And for repeats of our show, go to our YouTube channel, WOUB PBS, and look up for the title, Gridiron Glory, Season 21. The Chillicothe Cavaliers went to battle tonight against the Watkins Memorial Warriors. FAC lead reporter Will Collins headed out to see this hard-hitting, run-heavy matchup unfold.
Tonight was definitely an aggressive game, Joe, and the hitting started early and happened often. Tonight was also had a special meaning for the Etna and Watkins Memorial communities, as a special message was displayed on the video board from a member of the United States Air Force that graduated from Watkins Memorial High School. The Chillicothe Cavaliers rode into Warrior Stadium ready for battle tonight, and on the Warriors' first play, Liston Schroyer takes the snap, rolls out, and finds Christian Harvey, but Cortland Duncan lowers the boom on him, and Watkins Memorial's drive would stall. Now later in the first quarter on the Chillicothe drive, Joel Barnes turns on the Jets, and he is gone for a touchdown, or at least so it seems. It gets called back, and it's still 0-0 midway through the first. Later on, now late in the first, Liston Schroyer again takes the snap and would again find Christian Harvey, who muscles through a couple of Chillicothe defenders to gain some extra yards, setting up what would eventually be a touchdown. Now, on this play, Parker Hill, takes the snap and rumbles through a couple more Chillicothe defenders. It takes half the Chillicothe defense to bring him down, but that sets up this play here. Hill again with the give. He's rumbling, he's bumbling, he's down to the goal line, and he's in for the touchdown. That's a 12-yard score for Watkins Memorial, 6-0 with 5:55 to go in the first quarter. Now, later on in the half, Liston Schroyer would go deep, and it's bobbled, and it's picked off by Cameron Smith at Chillicothe. He weaves through defenders, and he's on his way with 53 seconds left in the half to set up the Cavalier offense for one final shot at the end zone. Christian Benson goes deep here, but it would be broken up by Cullen McFarland with one final shot at the end zone for Chillicothe. And the Warriors, they go up 6-0 at the half, but can take this one home 26-14 tonight.
So, Will, it seems like this game was about defense early. Who had the better defensive showing?
Joseph, it was definitely the Warriors tonight. The Watkins Memorial Warriors were stout on defense all night long and held Chillicothe to only 134 total yards. The Warrior defense definitely found the gaps in the Cavalier offense. The Warriors held Chillicothe scoreless in the first half and dominated the line of scrimmage. The Cavaliers were held just to 32 yards in this contest. Watkins Memorial was especially effective on the later downs, allowing Chillicothe to convert just 1 and 8 of third downs and no fourth downs. The Warriors definitely got the best of the Chillicothe offense tonight.
The score was only 6-0 after the first half, though, so Chillicothe had to play some good defense too, right?
Right. Well, the Cavs played effectively through the opening quarter, and they had a few sacks and a few big run stuffs. They definitely didn't shy away from contact tonight, but they got gashed by the powerful Warrior running game in the last three quarters.
You've mentioned Watkins Memorial's running game a lot tonight. Who led that charge, and exactly how good are the Warriors at running the football?
The Warrior running game is led by Parker Hill. Hill is the workhorse of their team and carries the rock a ton. He ran the ball 39 times tonight for a total of 256 yards rushing. Hill physically carried more than one Chillicothe defender on multiple occasions and gained even more yards after contact. Watkins Memorial's offense relies on their running game, and that was put on display tonight. The majority of the Warriors' 328 total yards came from the ground with 280 yards.
After the loss, Chillicothe falls to 1-2 with 2 weeks of non-conference play left. They look to jump back in the win column at home against Centennial at home. Will, as always, thanks for the great work in making the long drives to get the scoop, everything that is the FAC.
You got it, Joseph.
The fan of the week tonight was Loud and Rowdy, and they did not stop cheering the whole time, and I was there. I was trying to ask them questions, and they just couldn't take their eyes off the field. Waterford has one of the best student sections I've seen in our coverage for Week 4. Here are our fans of the week. I'm here with Gridiron Glory, and we're trying to find the fan of the week. So who is the biggest fan here? Here, well, the camera's right there, so we're gonna awkwardly, there we go. All righty. Yeah, get over here. Am I allowed to? Can I steal a piece of candy? Is that all right? Okay, bet. I want to know who's the biggest fan out of this group. You got the beads on. What are the beads for? Just because they're green?
Supporter of Waterford.
But I'm confused though.
These are my chains.
Sports! Football! Touchdown! Woo! I need you guys to look at that camera and just start screaming, "Go Waterford!" Alrighty? There we go. All right. I can't choose just one because you guys are all really rowdy and fun. So it's going to be a game of war. I'm just going to throw it up. Where are you going to sign it with? Put it up in your school? Will you? Really? That'd be kind of cool. Alrighty. So, for the fan of the week this week is the entire Waterford student section. They're around and they've been loud this whole time. I love it. I love it. There you go. Those fans were great. The Waterford student section was bumping for real tonight. Although the team didn't get the win, the student section most definitely got the win for fan of the week. I couldn't choose just one fan, and they told me that they were going to sign the shirt and hang it up in the school or wave it around at games. Awesome group of fans for the Wildcats for sure. And here is our other tweet of the week, because this one was just too good to pass up. The Waterford student section posing with the fan of the week shirt again. This crowd was amazing, and we appreciate you tweeting us with the shirt. The Cadets look to take down the home team tonight with a packed stadium. Waterford, behind the student section and cheering fans, wanted to show the hometown fans what they got. Here's our game of the week, the Fort Fry Cadets versus the Waterford Wildcats. There is nothing we love more here on Gridiron Glory than a big rivalry game, and TVC Hocking lead reporter Sam Wiesmith got to feel the energy in Waterford tonight in their game against Fort Fry.
This rivalry is fueled by distance, and Joe, these teams are only 1 mile apart. The fans could walk across the bridge and get to the game. The stands were packed, the fans were going crazy, and both teams stormed onto the field, hyped up for this matchup. The Waterford Wildcats are bringing their pregame energy, but Colin Welsh takes advantage of the Cadets' field position and scores the first touchdown of the game just 3 minutes in. It's 7-0. The Cadets kick off now, giving the Wildcats their turn, but it's fumbled. Fort Fry gets another chance to score, and they know what to do. 3 yards out, Tyler Fisher just about walks it into the end zone. Cadets are up 14-0. Everyone deserves a second chance. Waterford's got the ball, but Zane Heiss puts it straight into the hands of Fisher. That's tough to shake off, especially when Ian Ellis sends a beautiful pass over to senior cadet Brady Schilling for their third touchdown of the first quarter. The score is 21-0. Heiss goes full speed ahead, dodging defenders for about a 20-yard gain, but the Wildcats couldn't make anything happen on that drive. On Fort Fry's next drive, Fisher gets a hold of the ball again and takes it almost all the way. On the next play, he'll pick up that final yard and a touchdown. It's 28-0. The Cadets are feeling good. Ellis winds up for the pass, and Heiss is ready to snatch it up and take off. Unfortunately, the Wildcats couldn't capitalize, and the Cadets win this one 49-0.
The Wildcats had a few good moves, but they got completely ran over by the Cadets.
Yeah, I think those first few mistakes with the fumble and the kickoff and Fisher's interception really pumped the brakes on Waterford's energy, and that stuck on them throughout the game.
Were the Cadets really that much better, though?
I think Fort Fry had the ability to use a lot of things in their toolkit. They had 60 passing yards and 308 rushing yards, which were spread out over a lot of their offense.
I take it that wasn't the case for Waterford throughout the night.
Not really. It seemed like their quarterback, Zane Heiss, was their star player tonight. He accounted for 27 of their 61 rushing yards. He also really put himself out there and tried to pick up the pace with long passes, but his receivers just could not connect. I think a few of those passes, if they would have been completed, Waterford could have had a touchdown or two on the board.
Looking to the future, though, how do you think the Wildcats will do in the Hocking for the rest of the season?
They're really going to have to step up and work on their weak spots quick if they want to stay competitive in the Hocking. The game I'm most interested to see is their matchup against Belpre. In Week 1, Belpre lost to Fort Fry, but they were able to put up 2 touchdowns and allow less points than the Wildcats did tonight. Last season, Waterford lost to Fort Fry, but the score was 22-20. Last season, Belpre and Waterford's final score was pretty close too, with Waterford winning 24-17. If Belpre and Waterford's most recent performances against Fort Fry are any indication, I think Belpre could really give Waterford a run for their money.
Yeah, their matchup against Belpre is going to be a heated one for sure. I remember they were talking about this game at our media day. Last season's Belpre and Waterford's final score was pretty close, like you said. So this year is going to be built up and anticipated for sure. Thanks, Sam. Here we go, the top plays of the week. Last week we saw some good ones, but I have a feeling this week might just be as good. Highlight plays, show-stopping plays, crowd silencers, and crowd exploders. Let's do this. Our top plays for week 3 are right here. Number 5, Logan Ratcliffe shows him off, 20-yard touchdown pass to Tatum Toth on 3rd and goal. Get up, young fella. And for number 4, Evan Geedy, it's an interception. Look at this snag though. Goes up. Get the ball where, cut off, big time play, that a boy. Here we go, replay, that's a catch, it's going the other way. And here we go for number 3, Logan Ratcliffe again, but this time he's on defense. You saw it earlier in the show. Ratcliffe has been making huge strides this season. We're excited to see what he does. And look at this return, takes it back across the middle, steps to the left, he takes it back for the touchdown. And number 2, Logan Ratcliffe again. Here's another interception on defense. Lucas Waters throws it back, but it's cut off by Ratcliffe, and he's going to take that one, get some good yardage. Good play, big fella. And number 1, it's a fingertip interception from Cameron Smith of Chillicothe off the foot. Oh, tip it up. There we go. It's going the other way. That's an athlete right there. Make sure to keep your eye on the ball, make some people miss, get some more yards. That's a big-time play. That is number 1. Nice job, man. Well, this week is done. Next week brings new opportunities and new challenges to face. Here's where we're going to be next week to see how these teams fare against their opponents. It's going to be a great week of games, so let's get to it. River Valley trying to get win numero uno on the year against Nelsonville York. The Buckeyes with Mikey Seal and Keegan Wilburn also trying to get momentum going as they are sitting at 1-2 on the year. River Valley has struggled in the past, but this season could be different, and this is a perfect opportunity to get things going. Then we will see Waterford again next week, but this time against Eastern. The Eagles are 2-1, so we're excited to see how they are playing this season in person, and Waterford is looking for that bounce-back week. Going to be a good game for sure, and we're pumped for that one. East Clinton and McLean both sit at 1-2. McLean comes off their big-time win over Zane Trace, 51-50 tonight. Huge win for the Tigers tonight, so they are going to ride that wave next week. The Tigers hang around games late, and they showed what they can do tonight, and it's awesome to see them pull out this high-scoring affair. And in the NVL, John Glenn travels to Philo to get their 2nd win, and the Electrics looking to continue their success. Casey Munyon and the boys, Philo, has shown that they have ability to take the next step, and next week will be a good challenge for them. The Little Muskies trying to reload and take down Philo at home. Going to be a good matchup, and we will be there to see it all go down. And here is the Henny take to end the show. Although your team might have lost, it's all good. Playoffs are still a ways away, and the wins, they don't come on Friday nights. They come on Mondays. They come at walkthroughs. They come during film study. They come in the weight room. Focus on what you have to do and get the job done. We're super excited for next week, and we can't wait to see who brings glory. It's going to be fun. Stick around. Next week, same time, same place. And remember, there's nothing better than Friday nights and Gridiron Glory. You bring glory, and we report it. See you next week.